right, let's see, are we live? I think we're live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my first live stream. And it looks like, yes, we are live. Perfect. Welcome everyone. Happy Memorial Day. I am here today. I wanted to try out this live feature with you guys. So we'll wait for probably like 30 seconds or so. Let's see if we can get a couple people in here. I wanted to cover today a little bit what's happening in the real estate market. I mean, we've got some crazy things happening out there. The housing market is just on fire, and it's something I've never seen before. So I wanted to share a little bit of data with you guys. I wanted to go over what's happening with prices, inventory, days on the market, and all the things that you need to know about the real estate market. So also right after that, I'm gonna go ahead and answer some questions. So if you guys have some questions, please leave them down there. Let me know from where you are from, and yeah, let's see if this is working. Let's try if there's anything. All right. Yeah, it looks like we're working. Everything is good. So can you guys hear me and everything? Is anybody there? Can you guys type in the comments? Let me know if you can hear me. Perfect. I got somebody said hit a like. Okay, perfect. All right, guys. Let's get into this. I'm going to share my screen with you so we can go over what is happening here in this market right now. So this is my MLS. Okay. The MLS is the multiple listing service that all realtors have access to. And right here I have I'm looking up Clark County, and then I'm also looking at single family homes. Okay, so we're just going to start with that. Right here we have a chart that starts from 2006 all the way from 2006 all the way until now, and we're seeing a little bit what's happening on with the prices. So the average sales price is how much a house sold for, a single family home sold for here in Las Vegas. And today we have $428,000 is as of April 2021. I'm sure this is going to be higher next month, and in May, which we're going to get that data in about let's say 12 in about 12 days or so. Hold on a second, I forgot to plug in my laptop before it dies. I want to go ahead and plug it in case I lose you guys. All right. Let's see, who do we have here? Let me go back a second. Let me see who we have. We've got WT. Yes, you can hear me. Khalil. Hi, Khalil. How you doing? Nice listening. And then we have JP. He's saying hi. Let me know where you guys are from. Let me know down there in the comments. Anyway, let's go back to this and let's see. All right. So yeah, prices have been going up on average by $5,000 every month. Actually, as a matter of fact, if you look at between April 2021 and March 2021, so just 1 month, the average sales price went from $419 up to $428. That's how fast prices are going up. And if you look at this, if you go back a little bit, February we were at $410. In January we were at $405. December we were at $400. So let's say you purchase a home in December. By now you should have about $28,000 in equity in your house, just if you purchase a home in December. But I know a lot of my clients actually that purchase homes in December actually have way more equity in there as well. So, and if you compare this, for example, we are past the highs that we had back in 2008, right? When we had the real estate market was at all-time highs, and we were at 381,000, and today we are 428. So we recovered and we're back up even higher than that, which is something, it's good news. I think a lot of people have a lot of equity in their homes, and it's a great thing. One thing that we have to consider also is, however, this price, it doesn't mean that that's how much that homes are overpriced right now, just because back in 2006 or 2007-8 they were overpriced. You have to consider also, there's many factors that influence how much a home should be worth, such as how much people make, inflation, the fact that overall over time, prices do go up on average. I think historically we have about 3% increase in prices every year. So yes, we had this huge dip, but that was due to the mortgage crisis, which is due to all the mortgages that were in default back in 2012, where we hit the bottom, and now we're back up to 428. So prices are going to go up. I think right now we probably are at 435, maybe 440,000 this month. Let's see a little bit new listings. What's happening? We have new listings coming up. We are getting the listings, but the thing is, there's no inventory on the market. As you can see right here, throughout 2020 and now April, we have a little bit uptick right here. And that is due to the fact that, houses are coming on the market and they're selling. The problem is that there's so much demand that is restraining all the inventory. Homes are going quick. In fact, if we look at the days on the market, we are at 14 days on the market on average in Clark County, which is very, very low. So anybody that lists a home on the market is probably going to stay on there for 14 days, on average. But compare that to, for example, in January when all of this craziness happened, you're looking at a decrease of pretty much 14 days on the market. Let's look at the months of supply. Let me go here to 3 years. Okay, so just to show you, months of supply means that the average. So let's say, for example, if nobody ever listed a home right now in Las Vegas, what would happen is it would take us 2 months, a little bit over 2 months, to go through all of our inventory, and there will be no homes left on the market. That's what it means. But like, for example, if you're comparing this with October 2019, where we had 3.6 months, now we have 2.1, which is very low. And obviously we're in a seller's market. We're getting offers over offer. I mean, I'll tell you, when we just from my personal, let me see if I can put myself back up here. Okay, just from what I am experiencing personally in the market, we have any home that we try to put in an offer on with any of my clients, we have to go over asking price. You're looking at 20, 30, 40, $50,000 over asking price, and if you don't do that, you are pretty much guaranteed to not get a home. And that's just the way the market is right now. And I tell my clients, look, if you do want to get a home and you need to get into a house, you need to understand that you have to be willing to come out of pocket with a little bit more money and put down a little bit more money. And most likely the house is not going to even appraise for the amount of money that you're going to buy it for. But that's just because that's the way the market is going. So if you are in the market and you're looking to buy a home now in Las Vegas, you got to consider you have to pay a lot of money for it, and that's just the way the market is. But anyway, let's keep going with a little bit more data I want to share with you. So let's see. All right. And by the way, guys, I don't know if you just tuned in or not, but let me know down in the comments if you have any questions or anything. If you want me to talk about something in particular about the real estate market, feel free to leave a comment down there. I would love to get some feedback and everything as well. As you see right here, we saw the new listings, homes for sale. We are at only 5,000 homes for sale left on the market, which means, if you go back to, for example, January, we had about 6,500 homes. And literally every month we've been going down. Well, let's see, January, you go to February, we are 300 homes less on the market. And then in March, we have another 300 less. Right here, we have another 400 less until April. So it looks like it's going down. Hopefully we reverse a little bit because it's very difficult out there. It's tough for people to get a home. As far as pending sales, look at this. Pending sales means a house that is under contract or that is, that has an accepted offer. So if you look at this, back in before the pandemic, right, we were having, a lot of homes were selling. and prices were going up. And then we hit February 2020, when the pandemic happened, and then activity slowed down. We had less homes sold, but we also had less homes coming on the market and less people buying. So prices stayed kind of stable. And then once people went back to purchasing homes, you see, every month we're looking at over 1,000 extra from the month prior of how many homes are selling, which is a lot of homes. Now, if you look at the closed sales, the same thing. It kind of mimics what's happening with the pending sales, right? And then days on the market, we check that out. And let's see the price per square foot. Let's see where we're at. So right now we are in Clark County at $184 per square foot. So for example, I'm going to give you an example right now of sales price. Let's say you purchased a home last year, right? In July 2020. If you purchase a home in July 2020, the average sales price was $367. So if you purchased a home for $367 last year, right now you would have a home that is worth $428,000. Obviously, it's not the same because every location is different, and maybe prices have gone up more in one place rather than the other one. But you can see right here, in 1 year, we had an appreciation of over $60,000, which is pretty impressive. So yeah, that was pretty much a little bit of data from my MLS. But the question is for you guys, do you think the market is going to crash? What do you think is going to happen next? Do you think home prices are going to keep going up? What's going to happen in the short term, in the long term? And I wanted to know your opinion down in the comments. Whoa, we have how many people? 20 people. Wow. I am flattered that 20 people are watching. Thank you guys so much. But yeah, let me know down in the comments, guys, if you think that the house prices are going to go up or if they're going to crash. And I'm going to give you my opinion right now. But before I give you my opinion, I gotta tell you a little bit about the background of why I think what I think is going to happen. Okay, and in fact, look at this housing affordability index. So when we look at the housing affordability index, this is how affordable a house is for a regular person. That is, for the average person. And if you look at the affordability since 1990, it can kind of give you an idea of what that is. So for example, this affordability index takes in consideration, you got to consider home prices, obviously, right? Affects the affordability of a home. Also, another thing that affects the affordability of a home is interest rates. If obviously you have higher interest rates, you're going to have lower affordability. People cannot afford a home as much. Another thing that you have to consider is also how much people make. And if somebody makes more money, obviously they have a higher income, they're gonna be able to afford more home, right? And this is directly correlated with obviously inflation as well. So inflation also has a big factor onto this. So if we look at back in 1990, for example, this is when I can't show you what's before, I just don't have a graph. But in 1990, we were coming out of those days, when they say, oh, I remember when I had 17% interest rate on a house, and so the interest rates were very high, although home prices were nowhere near to what they are right now, being that the interest rates were so high and also people made way less money. Affordability was very low right here, which means people could not afford to buy a house. Then interest rates started going down. But however, at the same time, we had a huge increase in prices as well. Back in from 2000 all the way up to 2006, where home prices went parabolic, and affordability went back down a lot. So what happened? We had the mortgage crisis. And then obviously, a lot of inventory came on the market and prices dropped a lot. And these are in fact the years when distressed properties dominated the market, right? So you have a lot of homes on the market that are, the more homes you have on the market, obviously you have a lot of inventory, so prices drop and people could afford more house because prices were lower. And you see these were the days back in 2012 when you could buy a home here in Las Vegas for half or even a third of the price that you would pay right now to have the house. In addition to that, also here, it wasn't just the prices, it was also the interest rates. I mean, back in 2006, we had 6% interest rates, which compared to now, it's actually pretty high. Historically, maybe not, but compared to now, yes, it's pretty high. And if you keep going and you look at, right here, what happened is also interest rates lowered. So not only prices went down back in the crash, right, but also interest rates lowered. And then what do we have after that? Obviously, prices started increasing. And back in 2018, something happened, right? We had a huge seller's market, similar to what we have now, not to this extent. But, the interest rates were still low and prices were going up like crazy. So what did the Federal Reserve do? They did back in 2018, they increased interest rates. They went up from 3%, I believe, immediately they went up to 4.5%, I believe. Actually 4%, so about a 1% increase. But what happens is if interest rates go up by 1%, what happens is home prices decrease, or affordability decreases by 10%. So let's say, for example, you're buying a $400,000 home at a 3% interest rate. It's the same thing as buying a $400,000 home at a 4% interest rate, which is what we had back in 2018, late 2018. Or you could buy also a $440,000 home at a 3% interest rate. Does that make sense? So you have you have the same payment if you had a $400,000 home with 4% interest rates and a $440,000 home with a 3% interest rate, just because the interest rate makes a huge difference. So what we had is when interest rates increased, we had a little drop in real estate prices, and then after that, eventually the Federal Reserve, because of the virus, we had to drop interest rates. And you can see affordability is still up. So just based on this, I would tell you, if somebody asked me, are prices gonna crash today or anytime in the future, I would say affordability is still high. In order to afford, people can still afford a house, okay? Wages are going up, especially with the inflation that is happening. So yes, prices are going up, and everything is very difficult to, it's very difficult to get a home. But wages are also going up. Affordability is still high, 174 on the index. Versus, for example, if we look at the last crash, which was back in 2006, affordability was way down here. So I would say right here, just based on this, that prices are probably nowhere near to, people are not really, how do you say, top, I don't know, and they really can't afford a lot of house still because of the interest rates being so low. So what can make prices correct or drop? It would be only interest rates going up. This is my opinion now, okay? I don't know. I can't see. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't see what happens in the future. But what if I have to guess what would happen? What would need to happen in order for home prices to go down? That would be for interest rates to go up. And we're looking at least a 1% increase, so up to 4%. But even then, you got to consider, yes, interest rates have to go up, but how much do they have to go up to make up for all this demand that we have right now on the market? And we just have a shortage of homes, and it's not just in Las Vegas. I'm just talking about Las Vegas, but it's everywhere in the United States. And what needs to happen in order for that, for prices to start going down? Which I wish prices would go down. At least I could buy more real estate, at a cheaper price, in my opinion. So and that's when, if you look at what's happening, I'm going to open up right here my new home source professional. And I'm going to go to the Las Vegas area, which, by the way, guys, if you haven't done so already and you want to look for some homes, you're in the market to, to look for some new homes, check out my website right here. You can go to, let's see, I'm going to show you the link right now. showingnew.com/Jack Graham. And you can create an account here and you can see everything you see on this website. So if you don't know it, I'm going to probably leave the link down there, or you can just go and put it into your search bar right here, showingnew.com/Jack Graham. And I'm going to go ahead and show you what you can do with this website. But yeah, so you have a lot of communities out here in Las Vegas. And this is a website. It's kind of like a Zillow, but it is straight from the MLS. But it's only for new construction homes. Okay, what we've had is back in January, when you could still go into a new construction home and buy a home. They would have 4, 5 lots available. You could just pick one. Say, hey, I want this lot. I want that lot. Let's say KB Homes for example. Or you could just walk in and say, hey, I want a lot. I want a home today, and you could just buy it like that. It was that easy. Nowadays, you have either waiting lists everywhere. You have bidding wars on lots. Lots of. That's another thing that I want to talk about. And then you have drawings even. For example, you have KB Homes. For example, right? They are mainly in the Southwest. You also have a community down here in Esperado. You have some communities up here in Sky Canyon also. They used to have, you could just walk in and get a home. Now they have at least 100 people waiting for a lot in any community that they have. And they probably have about 15 right now, which means any community that you see out there, there's 120 people waiting for a lot, and they cannot satisfy the demand. So builders cannot catch up with how much demand that there is out there. And now I'm just saying KB Homes because it's more of the lower end. But if you go into other communities, you can go to, I don't know, Pulte, Taylor Morrison, Toll Brothers, Tri-Point, any of them. It is very difficult to get a home, and you have to wait on the waiting list probably at least a month, 2 months. For example, last time it was about 3 weeks ago, and a client wanted to purchase a home in Acadia Ridge over here, right? And that was a Toll Brothers community, right? So I went there expecting, I'll just go there. Over there, what they do is first come, first serve. I went there, and there was a line outside that morning because they released some lots for sale. There were like 6 people in front of me, and it looks like the person that got first was there ever since 2 a.m. waiting, camping outside just to get a lot to purchase a home. That shows you how desperate people are to purchase a home. And these are not cheap homes. These are expensive homes. These are $800,000 homes, charging $50,000 to $100,000 lot premiums. This home is probably going to be in $1 million, and there were people waiting in line to do it. So it's not just in the lower end that people are actually having a hard time purchasing a home. It's also in everything. Everything is on fire. Even the luxury real estate. It's just crazy. The only communities you can see literally here now in Las Vegas where you have a little bit less inventory is probably a 55 and older community. So a retirement community, you have a little bit more inventory. For example, at the Regency over here, Toll Brothers, went there the other day, and they had 5-6 lots available. You could just walk in and buy one. In fact, just yesterday, my client just got one. And then also, if you go up north, you have the Webb, for example, 55 and older, you can buy a home. Everything else, there's no way. There's no way you can just walk in and buy a home. Most of my clients are on a waiting list. They're waiting 1 month, 2 months or so just to get a home. So that's something that you have to understand of what's happening right now in the market. That's how it is right now, and it's very difficult everywhere. And the thing that worries me the most is that I don't see any new communities coming up. It's just rare that I see a new community coming up, and this is gonna put an even more strain onto the market, and is gonna prop up prices even more. And if you look at KB Homes, for example, their prices go up $5,000 every release that they have, which happens every 2 to 3 weeks. So on average, their prices are going up probably on a $450,000 home, about $5,006 per month, probably about $8,000 on average, which it's a lot of money. So yeah, that's what's happening right here. Now I wanted to go over. Let's see if I missed something. Wanted to go over and see a little bit if we have any questions from you guys. Let's see if I can answer any. Whoa, no way, I have some comments. That's so awesome. Thank you guys so much. We have 14 likes. Hit that like button, guys, for the YouTube algorithm. Let this video go out there. Maybe it'll reach a little bit more people, All right, so I read Khalil. Super cool to see you, man. Awesome. He got a freaking awesome home in Cadence, and we are so excited to see it being built now. So good job, Khalil. JP, on one hand, I like the fact that my money will be worth less due to inflation, but on the other hand, I think we are near peak of housing bubble, still waiting. And JP, I totally get it. The inflation is real. It looks like it's happening, although we might have a little bit of, in my opinion, a little bit of a, how do you say, short-term inflation right now, or like in the next month or two, we might see even more inflation. But that's because they're comparing inflation to last year's data, which we had back last year. We had the pandemic. We were right in the middle of the pandemic, so nobody was going out, nobody was spending money, and pretty much that's very deflationary for the economy. So the fact that right now we have everybody coming out, because we're pretty much post-pandemic now, they even removed all the mask requirements, at least for vaccinated people. That's creating a lot of inflation because everybody's coming out, everybody's spending money, and inflation is happening. Now, is this inflation? I think last month they reported a 4% or so, or 3%. Correct me if I'm wrong. Year-over-year inflation, which is pretty high. Compared to the average that we've had in the last 10 years, which was 1.5% or so. I think they couldn't even keep up the 2% that the Federal Reserve was saying. But my point is, inflation is happening, and he's saying, though, I think we're near the peak of the housing bubble. Still waiting. I've had people ever since, I don't know, when did I started real estate 4 or 5 years ago, and I used to do open houses, and people would walk into the open house and would say, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna wait because I think houses are gonna crash, and I don't want to pay so much for a house. Why would I pay $250,000 for a 3,000 square feet home? Are you kidding me? That's way too much money when I could have bought it last year for $50,000 less. I'm waiting. They're gonna crash again. Every year, every time, there was always that person that would come in and saying, the bubble is about to burst, right? And there's always going to be that case, and maybe at some point they're going to be right. But as of right now, if I just look at what's happening and the data and the affordability index, which is what I follow the closest because that gives me an idea of how much people can afford, that's where I say I don't think so. Anyways, probably that was a long answer, but let me know what you guys think also. Give me your input, and that will be great. Pat Smith, hi Jack, I'm a subscriber and I follow you on YouTube. I just for the thank you for providing us with such valuable information. Thank you, Pat. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for the shout out. Appreciate it. Let's see, Khalil, likewise. I'm so excited too. They broke ground last week. Thank you, Jack, for always being there for me. Of course, man. Let's see. Any more comments? Not yet. All right, here we go. HT, what do you think about Emerson Collection by Lennar in Henderson? 460 for 2,202 square feet. Riley model. Area's good. All right. So first of all, let's pull it up. Let's see what it is. Emerson Collection by Lennar. So you see this website I told you about earlier? You go over here. We go to Cadence. Henderson, right? It said, let's see, I'm gonna pull it up really quick. So you go to more here, you go to builder, you pull up Lennar, and he likes the collection. What was it? Emerson. I think it's down here. It's a new community, I believe. Let's see if I can pull it up. Community name. Emerson. Which collection do you like? Because he said 2,200 square feet, right? Let's see Palmer. What happens with Palmer collection? All right. Yeah, it's right here. It's on St. Rose, right next to that to the M Resort, right? So if you look at this one, just going here, 428,000 to 455,000. I can scroll down. I can see all the floor plans that they have here. And there it is, 2203. This is the Riley model that he likes. $455,000 for 2,203 square feet. I like this area. Personally, I can't tell you, what the crime data is and all that stuff, but I can tell you. Let's see this one. Nice floor plan, you know, open, nothing crazy. We got a bedroom downstairs, that's always good. Full bathroom. And the good thing about Lennar is that they have everything included, or at least they say everything included, but it's not really everything included because they don't include the refrigerator, washer dryer. Also, they don't include flooring, countertops, cabinets that they show in the model. So you gotta add on top of this also the lot premium. So for this house, you're probably gonna be at around, I would say, $480 minimum, I believe, depending on the lot premium and all. So that's a little bit on the high end. We are in Henderson, however. So that, considering that it's Henderson, Henderson prices are usually more expensive compared to Las Vegas prices on average. So, and I mean, it's a very great, very good location as far as you know, what's around you. You have Costco right here. Or is it Costco? Yeah, it's right next to you. Costco. You have plenty of groceries. The M Resort right next to you. Easy access to the 15 freeway. Man, you can get anywhere here in Las Vegas within probably, I would say, you can get to the Strip within 15 to 20 minutes depending on traffic. So I like it. I mean, nothing wrong with this. I can't say anything wrong about it. A little bit, the prices are a little bit steep, I think, for 2,200 square feet. You know, if I'm looking at a Lennar, let's say I want to buy a KB Home, for example, I can go to KB Home over here in Inspirado. I can be in Inspirado for probably about the same price, actually even cheaper than that in Inspirado. So I don't know. Maybe it's good. I don't know, but I feel like it's a little bit steep right there for that pricing. So I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments what you think about that. Let's see. Let's add some other questions. Hope that helped a little bit. HT. Rowdy model, yeah, there is good. Which home builders do you prefer over others? Oh wow, I get this question from every freaking client. I know it's such a good question to ask. You know, to me, a home builder is any home builder is good. It's like saying which car do you like the best? Which car brand do you like the best? Do you like BMW, Mercedes? Do you like Tesla? Do you like whatever? What is your favorite builder, right? Who is your favorite builder? I don't know. There's so many options. It's like if I'm asking you which car is your favorite car, there's so many nice cars and I would be happy with many of those cars. So, you know, if I'm looking at here Lennar, and am I sharing my screen still? Oh, shoot. This is what I had to shoot. This is what I had to share with you guys. So I apologize for that. Anyway, I wanted to show you here this website because I forgot to share my screen right there. Sorry, I'm a newbie here for the YouTube live stream, so bear with me while I get used to this. As you can see right here, we have, you know, this is what I was talking about earlier, the Lennar, you know, you have all the builders right here that you can choose from. So I went to Lennar and I looked up that community that HT, I think was his name. He mentioned it, and this is that collection that he was talking about. So I pulled it up, and he likes the Riley model. Okay, so this is the Riley model, 2,203 square feet. So I pulled it up, and that's what I was seeing, you know. So $455,000 for this house, you know. You got a nice exterior, you know. Lennar is great because they include everything. You know, this is the floor plan. This is what I want to share with you guys. So nice open floor plan, bedroom downstairs, great home, right? But what I was comparing it to was, you know, Inspirada down there. So KB by Inspirada is, you know, about 5 minutes down, and you are in a master plan community, which I prefer to live in a master plan community personally, just because I believe appreciation in the long term, you're probably going to get a little bit more appreciation compared to another area that doesn't have a master plan community. So this is where he was talking about. So anyway, let's get back to the other question that we had, because I wanted to, let's see, which home builders do you prefer, right? And then when I go back to this website and I look at it, I can go and look at all the builders here, so I can tell you a little bit, you know, which builders I like. American West, oh my gosh, American West. I love American West. They're awesome. You know, you have a lot of room in their homes. Great price per square foot. They're amazing. Beazer Homes, they're probably the most efficient homes. Great homes. I don't think like they have many communities out here, so they're great. Blue Heron, yeah, I wish I could own a home that is a Blue Heron. We're looking at multi-million-dollar homes here. Amazing builder. I would choose that one if I could choose one. And it didn't depend on the pricing, right? Century Communities, lots of value for Century Communities. I mean, Century Communities is, I mean, if you look at, for example, let me give you an example. Go to Century Communities and stake out the community name so I can show you where they have their homes. I have a few clients actually that are buying a Century home, and you know they're building up here in Northwest and in the Southwest, also a little bit in North Las Vegas too. But if you go, for example, this is one of my favorite communities, Sky Mesa, single-story homes, and I love single stories. If you guys watch my videos, you know they have some beautiful homes, 400,000. You know, this is a 1,800 square feet home, single story. Single stories are usually more expensive than 2 stories. And I love what they offer. They include 10-foot ceilings, 8-foot doors, beautiful layouts. I mean, these homes are amazing, and I love the value that they offer. Even the 2-story homes, they have some great layouts. If you look at Craig Ranch, that's probably the best value for that you get literally everywhere in Las Vegas. Prices are super low, and you get a great product. Let me know down in the comments if you think that is true or not, guys. Let's see, what else do we have? I was looking at Century Communities. D.R. Horton. D.R. Horton, the only thing I don't like about D.R. Horton and Lennar, because they are very similar on their business model, is that they offer just spec homes. So there's no home that you can just, personalize yourself. If you can personalize something, that will be probably just the countertops and the cabinets color and the flooring. But everything else, the layout and everything, you either like it the way it is or that's it. So that's the only downside of D.R. Horton and Lennar. Del Webb, amazing homes. They're part of Pulte right now, so they're not building any more sites as much as they used to. Great, very comparable to Pulte maybe. Desert Green Properties, so this is probably a private builder or something smaller. Harmony Homes. Harmony Homes is, they make some nice homes. They're lower price range. KB Home, I get a lot of mixed feelings on KB Home. The majority of people say that they have bad reviews and they don't like them. And then I have people that just love them, or just they're saying, hey, this is a great home, KB Home. And a lot of people like it. I personally like it. I love what they offer. I love their layouts. And it's simple. They have the same floor plans everywhere in Las Vegas, literally copy and pasted. So it's kind of like the Walmart, I would say, of the grocery stores, but KB Home, that's what it is. Does that mean that their product is bad? Probably not. I think, honestly, any of these builders, there's like 20 big contractors in Las Vegas, and all of these builders, they use the same contractors to build the houses. The only thing that changes is the management. So how long it takes them to build the house, or also the permits, and not the permits, the inspections that they do on the houses, which you have to keep up with, and obviously have an experienced realtor that knows what they're doing, so that you make sure that you're getting the right house. But that's something that has nothing to do with the quality. It's not like one builder, I think, is more capable to build a house a little bit better than another one. Maybe they can both build the same home, but that's where it's like the gray line where you say, oh, okay, this and this and that. So quality control maybe is the main issue that we probably have with some of these builders versus other ones. Like, for example, if you compare KB Home to a Toll Brothers, you're looking at a completely different home. Toll Brothers is more of a luxury home. KB is a starter home. So the Toll Brother home is it takes way longer for them to build it. They purposely go slow building their houses because they do a lot of inspections, a lot of making sure that everything works. So Legacy Homes, they really don't have any homes out there. Lennar, I just talked about Lennar. Let's see, Pulte Homes. I love Pulte. I mean, their upgrades are not that expensive to do. Great quality. Pulte with Beazer and KB are actually the best in energy savings anywhere, in Las Vegas, which is awesome. Richmond American Homes, great community. I mean, Richmond American is like that builder that has pretty much everything, a little bit of everything, and it's great. And I love their floor plans. They also offer 3% towards your closing costs, so they pretty much cover all your closing costs. So lots of value added right there. Shea Homes, they have a community over in Trilogy and Summerlin. They're great as well. Let's see who else. Taylor Morrison, love Taylor Morrison. Toll Brothers, I mean, I love their models and everything. They kind of over upgraded their models, and then they kind of trick people into, or at least not trick, because they tell you, look, the models, we over upgrade them. We put stuff in the models that we don't even offer. And people really don't know that. Maybe people that go into the place buying a home without a realtor, and they don't get educated on what's included, what's not included, and then they're a little bit disappointed when they see their house after all, because they think that everything that is standard looks good, and that's the only downside that I can tell from Toll Brothers. But I mean, the design, it's just amazing what they're doing with their models. Love them. And Touchstone Living, they make apartments, townhomes, stuff like that. I think it's TriPoint, but for townhomes and condos. Then TriPoint, amazing builder. I mean, former party designs, beautiful homes, I would say. Woodside Homes also, lots. Great builder. I love all the homes, guys. I don't know. I'm biased maybe because I'm a realtor. I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments which one is your favorite, builder, and why. Why is that your favorite builder? Just let me know down in the comments. Let's see, which home builders do you prefer? Do you see inventory increasing in the next months, year ahead? Wow, that's such a good question, Ted. Great question. Oh, right. So it's difficult to answer that question. So I don't think so, unless interest rates go up, and unless also eviction moratorium gets lifted, which it has been lifted, by the way, but I think they're talking about extending it a little bit longer. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen in the short term right now. In the next 2 or 3 months, I don't think so. I don't see it at all. If in September they don't renew the eviction moratorium, that means a lot of people that are renting homes that are not paying for the rent are going to be evicted. Now, that inventory that these people are staying in is probably going to go, some of it is going to go back onto the market as inventory. So when you have more inventory, obviously you have a little bit more, ability to purchase a home, which is great. And I can see that inventory going up, and also prices kind of leveling out. But how many homes do we actually need in order for prices to kind of level out in the next months or year ahead? How many do we really need? And that's the great question that we need to answer. And we have such a shortage of homes that really, this inventory, we need a lot of inventory to come in the market to kind of level off. As I said, for the lower end KB, you have 150 people, maybe some communities at 180 waiting for a lot. And this is, just 4 months ago, we did not have this at all. So hopefully builders can catch up to that. But from what I'm seeing, they're not able to catch up, and we don't know where this is going to end. So inventory, great question. I think if we see interest rates going up, affordability is gonna hurt people, because they're not going to be able to afford homes as much. And, they're not going to buy as many homes. Maybe people are going to try to rent a house, which also in the rental market, if you think about it, there's no inventory over there too. And rent prices are going up. So it's just inflation overall. Everything is inflating. And then you have, so if inventory goes up, yeah, that would be great. Or so interest rates go up, and it kind of levels off a little bit. So prices stop going up a little bit, and they take a little bit of a break. Or, eviction moratorium. Those are the two things that I'm looking at to see what's going to happen next. Hopefully, I'm hoping that they remove this eviction moratorium. I'm sorry for those people that were hurt, by the pandemic and everything. But, the housing market is really suffering right now. At least people are suffering. I have some clients, they just got a lot, and they were crying. They said, oh my gosh, I'm so lucky. I got a lot to get a home, people are suffering because they can't get into housing, and they're getting priced out, some of them. So, because of that reason, we need more inventory, and things have to go back to normal. So yeah, great question, Ted. Thank you. Appreciate that. April is saying, what do you think about reserves at Saddlebrook, North Las Vegas? They are so backed up. I love KB. As I said, I like their product. I don't think I see bad reviews, but also you got to consider KB. Yes, they have a lot of bad reviews, but that's because they sell the most homes out of everybody. So if you go online, you look, oh my gosh, there's like 500 bad reviews for KB. Yeah, but they also sell, I don't know, they've also sold in the last 10 years, I don't know, 10,000 homes. So yeah, there's going to be bad reviews, but there's going to be bad reviews for any builder out there. So, that's why I don't just look at, what people say. Oh, I heard that KB is bad. I just try to see myself. And from what I see, from the way they build things and, their inspections that they do, they look like a legit builder to me that offers a great, affordable homes. And I like them. Saddlebrook, it's a great community. I like it. It's right up North Las Vegas. And, if you follow my channel, you saw, hold on, let me share my screen with you. I was making that mistake again. If you follow me, you saw maybe I did the drive-through of North Las Vegas to show you what's out there on all the newer communities up there. So let's see. Oh, wait. Century. Let's go to KB. KB Homes. Update. We'll see all the KB communities. This is Saddlebrook right here. You see? Up in North Las Vegas. I love this area. This is booming. It's like the next hot spot because we kind of built out all of this area now. And also North Las Vegas, this has been built out for a while, although they're still adding communities out here. But now we have a lot of land out here that is probably going to where everything is moving, and these prices are going up like crazy also. So it's the most where you have the most inventory actually, and other than KB, because you have a few communities out here you can buy a home today literally. But everybody's moving from Aliante, this area. They built out Aliante, they built out Tule Springs. It's a great community. And Tule, actually, right now that I'm thinking about it, the Saddlebrook is part of Tule Springs. Tule Springs, I think it ends right here in Lucy. And you have this area, which is Tule Springs right here. So, great community. I love it. I like the area. It's quiet, a little bit farther away from everything. And, to get to the Strip, you'll probably take about 30 minutes or so, depending on traffic. It might be a little bit more. I like that community. And let me know what you guys think about North Las Vegas as well. If you saw my videos, you'll see what I think about North Las Vegas. All right, April says she's getting a one-story home. Great. Oh, Dado, Damir, it's my brother-in-law. When you see home prices coming down, I think I mentioned it earlier. And I don't see them coming down anytime soon. I see them coming down, probably leveling out, in my opinion, in about a year or so. If interest rates go up in a year, probably next spring. I'm thinking so in about 6 months, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully they come down in 6 months. Hold on, let me put my screen here. Yeah. So hopefully about 6 months they level off a little bit and they stop going up like crazy. Tristan says, love what you do, Jack. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Question: in this crazy market, have you had any luck negotiating closing costs for your clients with builders, or any negotiables like window coverings, appliances, if going with in-house lender? There's no negotiating right now, Tristan. You are really lucky to get even a lot, because the reason why is it doesn't negotiation. If you can negotiate some upgrades, it's because there's a lot of it's because they're not selling the houses, so you can negotiate something, right? You can put it in. If you would have asked me that question last year, I would tell you, oh yeah, of course, we'll get you some upgrades depending on the community, right, and how much demand there was. But I would say, yeah, of course, we can get you some upgrades included. We'll put that in. We'll get some more credit for you. They used to, they give you credits for being a hometown hero. If you're a nurse or military, things like that. And it would decrease your purchase price a lot. So there were some really good deals out there last year. But now, I'll tell you, it's almost impossible to get some credits. I haven't seen a credit ever since January on my clients. So that's just because of the market. If they don't sell it to you and your client, they'll move on to the next 20 people waiting for a lot. So yeah, no luck with that. Ruben says, how are KB Homes? KB Homes, I just mentioned it right now, and they are, I like KB Homes. I like their homes. They're great. Great price level. Great entry homes for a lot of people. Sold quite a few of those, and super excited. We just got that community, Sage Glen in the Southwest. We were able to get 3 clients, a home, which is amazing. And and April says, thank you for answering my questions. Oh, thank you guys so much. How many people do we have? Do we have still, what is it, 50 people? That's awesome. This went better than I expected, guys. I'm probably gonna call it a day pretty soon. If you guys have some last minute questions, let me know. If you have any input or anything, let me know down there before I call it a day. I wanted to see one more thing really quick. I want to see how many homes are now on the market. So we go here, and this is my MLS. I go to active, and I'm gonna search all the homes. Let's say single family homes, and we have 2,333 homes now. That's very low. This is everywhere here in the Las Vegas Valley, and this is also resale homes. Okay, this doesn't include the new homes. It includes only resale homes. So new homes, you don't have any though, because there's waiting lists everywhere. So. That's crazy. Any last minute questions, guys? Last minute questions. Let's see if I got somebody here live. I think that's it, guys. Well, this one, I appreciate you guys staying until the end and commenting and liking down there. If you guys want to see more of these live streams, let me know if you enjoyed it. And thank you, all of you guys, for staying here. I can't believe we are at over 3,000 subscribers now, and I appreciate you guys staying until the end. No more. Oh, we do have some more questions actually. Let's see if I can answer some more really quick. Yeah, it's updating. There we go. What are your thoughts in regards to the current market being able to sustain the current rate of growth, and how do you feel this market compares to the 2007 housing crisis? Scott, thank you so much for that question. If you go back to the beginning of the video, I literally compared it to the 2008 prices, and let me go and share it with you guys really quick what I think about that comparison. So if you go to the housing market right here, we go to the affordability. Prices, what prices do is very, how do you say, it really depends a lot on affordability. So 2006, look at the affordability in 2006. We had 108 was the index. This includes everything, right? Like I explained, everything, home prices, inflation, how much people make every month. All these factors, interest rates, to show you how much house people can afford, And if you look at right now, today we are at 174. Like prices, you're actually able to afford more house right now than in 2018 when we had 4% interest rates. If you compare that to 2006, when home prices were way too high for the wages that we had, and also for the current that inflation that we had back then, you'll see that up here we are at 174. So people can afford homes. A lot of people can afford homes due to the low interest rates, that plays a big factor in my opinion. So I don't see, going back to your question, I don't see it happening that we're going to have a correction like the 2007 market because of what's happening right now with affordability. Let's see if we have another question here. Switch. All right. We are planning to buy a new home January or February 2022. Not now. Not right now. We will be done graduating school in November. When should we start to hunt a house in this crazy market? Great question, Hannah. I appreciate that question. Actually, that's a great question because if you think about it, when do you have to start looking for a home? Well, it depends on your job. If you do have a job already set up, if you have a letter, it depends on what kind of, if you can qualify for a house. That's what it's all about. So if you can qualify for a home today, and you're looking to buy in January or February, and if you're buying a new home, you got to start looking right now. You have to get onto the train and start looking right now, because by the time you get a lot, there's going to be probably 1 or 2 months from now, depending on which community you're going to go to. And after that, you have to consider that they have to build out the house, and it's going to take 6 to 8 months to do that, depending on which home you're building. So you're looking at least 10 months out. That's going to be after the February 2022, right? So it depends if you're qualified or not. If you're looking for a resale home, then you don't have to start looking now. Just start getting pre-qualified. But yeah, it would be great if you can give me more insight on your situation. That way I can answer that question a little bit better. Alex C, is that you, Alex Cartagena? Is that you? My one of my favorite clients. All of my clients are favorite, okay? All of my clients are my favorite, so I don't have favorites. But yeah, is that you? Thank you for the comments, Alex. Great video, he says. And then Aussie. Oh, is this Russell, I believe? Yeah, Russell. Hey Jack, hope you're well. I'm still in Australia. Cool, good for you, man. Let me know when you come back so we can sell your condo. I'll be glad to sell it for you. Anyway, let's call it a day, guys. Thank you so much. Happy Memorial Day to all of you. I hope you enjoyed the long weekend and going back to work tomorrow. Good luck with that. I never stopped working. Yeah, it's him, Alex. Thanks, Alex. So yeah, guys, I'll see you on the next video. We'll try to do this every Monday. I was thinking doing something like a Monday market update or something like that. If you guys like that idea, let me know. And yeah, it's Russell. Are most of your clients getting conforming mortgages, or are you seeing low down mortgages? That used to be the case back in 2006, where you had all these non-conforming loans, which is private loans that are super high interest rates and things like that. You don't have that now. Most of my clients, I would say probably 95% of them, get regular conforming loans that have 3% interest rates, 30-year fixed interest rates, which is what you want to do. You don't want to get one of those variable rates, which can be very dangerous when you're buying a home. And it's the reason why we had that crisis back in 2008, because everybody was over leveraging with not the best loans. So that's something you have to consider. But no. Not many clients are doing the conforming mortgages loans, the non-conforming mortgage loans. Thank you so much, says Hannah. Thank you. JP says hi, and then Jorge says excellent program. I congratulate you on the Jack. Greetings to everyone from Mexico City. By the way, excellent market for the city of Las Vegas. Oh, thank you for the comment, Jorge. Tuesday, Russell says Tuesday Arvo here back in lockdown. Oh shoot, I'm sorry you guys are back in lockdown. Here in Vegas everything is opening up, so that's pretty cool that everything is opening up here. So you got to come back to Vegas, Russell, and come enjoy a little bit of the heat. Today was super hot here in Vegas, and it's gonna keep getting hotter pretty soon. So thank you guys. That's it. I'm gonna call it a day. No more. We're almost 1 hour in. Thank you guys so much. See you on the next video. Bye.